Hey everybody, it's Chippa in the third person. So on my way to work as normal. It's Wednesday. We made it through half a week. Holy crap. Hope you all are doing well. Thank you for the outpouring of congrats and well wishes and high fives and everything yesterday, since it was the anniversary of me giving that stem cell donation. I really appreciate all the kind words, guys. That's it still blows my mind every year when that comes up. Yeah, Wednesday on my way to work. I got word that things are moving along on another one of those projects I'm working on. That's not something that I'm currently doing. It's not a podcast or anything like that. It should be pretty cool. Can't wait to see it so I can start putting it all together and hopefully get it out there for you guys. It's been a lot of hard work. I've done a lot of learning, and I got a couple things like that going, so can't wait to unveil those. Starting to see more and more people out and about. Massachusetts had our first wave of turning the state back on. It's interesting. It's good to see most of the people that are out and about are still following the rules, wearing masks and so on and so forth. But I'm sure as things get more lackadaisical, or at least as things go along, things will get more lackadaisical there. Let's hope we can all do it without too many people getting sick. Yeah. Also got an email from another potential thing, a guest for Creating Geeks. So we'll see how that goes. We have a long list of stuff for that show. It's just really hard with the kids to find time for both Sarah and I to sit down and record. So bear with us. We're working on that. But we should have another guest, which is a new thing for that show, coming up. That'll be pretty cool, I think. Yeah. So it's a beautiful day, clear blue sky. Got a landscaper coming today to talk about a spring cleanup, hauling away some stuff from the yard, give us a good baseline. Again, things that are harder and harder and harder to do with the kids and the work schedule and this, just to get out and find any time to do that stuff. So hopefully I'll be putting some of that stimulus money to good use. Helping out some landscapers, giving them some work. So that'll be good. What else? I don't know. All kinds of crazy stuff going on out there. The president's doing and saying silly things, not really helping the situation. I've been listening to the Kingcast. I don't know if you guys are aware of the Kingcast, but it's Eric Vespi and Scott Wampler. Scott Wampler's from Birth Movies Death. Eric Vespi's been a guest on my show twice. He was on Shooting the Shit to just talk about being awesome in general and his current stuff that he had going on, and being a critic on being cool, and then moving on to Rooster Teeth and so on and so forth. He's a great guy. Then he came on again to talk about his infamous Holiday Geek Guide that he's been doing for a long time, and I was able to still do this past year through Birth Movies Death. So that was awesome. He hinted at on both those shows that he had something in the works with Scott Wampler over at Birth Movies Death, and that was revealed to be the Kingcast. So what they do is they have a guest on and let the guest pick Stephen King book or short story, or Richard Bachman book or short story, and talk about that, and then they get to choose, if there's been multiple, which adaptation of that story or novel they want to talk about. And hilarity and interesting conversation ensues. Their first guest, and again, I apologize, Kamal Nanjiani. I'm terrible at names, always have been. But he is the writer and star, co-writer and star, along with his wife, of The Big Sick, which was awesome. Got a ton of awards. He's a comedian. He's been on The Twilight Zone, the new Jordan Peele version, among many other things. I think he's awesome. And and it was great to hear. They covered The Running Man, and it's just such a weird movie and a strange story, and the movie is very different from the story, and they just had a fantastic conversation. And episode 2, which I'm excited to listen to very, very soon, covers Silver Bullet, and they got Mike Dougherty. Now, I get all excited and jumpy with Mike Dougherty. Those of you watching this hopefully know who Mike Dougherty is. He's the writer and director of Trick or Treat, and also of Godzilla King of the Monsters, which, as I called it when I got out of it, it was the Mad Max Fury Road of kaiju movies, and I really freaking mean that. It pulled out all the stops and just had a blast, and none of you showed up for it. Some of us did, but the vast majority of people did not. Luckily, Kong versus Godzilla is still happening, which I wasn't sure was going to be its own separate entity or not from this, but sounds like it's a direct sequel to this. That's Adam Wingard of Your Next fame, amongst many, many other things. So I love these horror directors getting to come in and do this stuff. But Mike Dougherty, holy shit, did he nail it with Godzilla King of the Monsters. Trick or Treat is a strange, amazing movie. You guys got to see it if you're into it. Don't be put off. Not a kid's film. That's something I think that if I had been working at Blockbuster when that movie came out, that would have been an odd thing to get back. But this is the kind of movie you would have rented, when you were a kid. You probably could have got by your parents because of the cover art or whatever. But it is really an insane, over-the-top little horror movie. And it's an anthology horror movie, and I love it. Think of it kind of like a few, like Goosebumps or Tales from the Crypt stories. Well, Goosebumps stories, but turned to Tales from the Crypt level is kind of the way that I put it. But I can't wait to listen to Dougherty's take on Silver Bullet. And just, if you get over, it's at KingCast19 on Twitter. Eric Vespi, friend of the show, great dude. Scott Wampler, another critic that I just love. And again, the two of them would be great to get on the show again, and any of their guests would be awesome to have on my show. So I'm a huge fan. So get on over and check out KingCast. I mean, they're doing great. They're on the top Apple Podcasts things and all that already. But they deserve it. They're great guys. They've been working really hard for a long time. And to just geek out about Stephen King and have people listen to it is a really cool thing. And don't think that this is, an all praise type of a show, especially having the type of guests they do on. It's important with Stephen King, even though I think King is an incredible, prolific, and awesome writer. There's some not so great things about some of the stuff he's written, some things and themes that show up that should really be talked about. And it's not that kind of like, he needs to answer for them kind of things, but they're a bit wrong and not quite right. And it's good to be able to look at those and analyze them and be able to say like they do, hey, I love this author, aside from this stuff which is really uncomfortable and wrong. And so it's just a cool way of analyzing, and I really hope you guys get a chance to check it out. Again, that's KingCast19. Yeah, it's about all I got. Go over and check it out. This has been the Chippa. Happy Wednesday. And I'll see you guys on the other side. Bye.